Oh my god. On this episode of Two Men One Tank, we replaced the fuel tank, sponsored by Rimmerbros. Right, bonus video of the Range Rover. So we've been very fortunate to have Rimmerbros supply us with a brand new fuel tank for the Range Rover. Now, it's one thing I really wished I had done with the Range Rover, because the other one, even though it wasn't too bad, it wasn't the best. And I want to try and make it as reliable as possible. So step one is going to be to jack it up. Step two is to find someone to help you, aka Matt Newton, and let's get on with it. So it's just two guys changing a fuel tank that have no idea what they're doing.
I know what I'm doing.
What's that? Say it again?
I've changed fuel tanks before.
He's changed fuel tanks before. Let's see how it goes. Nice new shiny tank.
It's like a 10 mil for your drain on here, and you've got a chunky one on there.
It's really helpful, Matt. So that's a nice new shiny fuel tank. It's of really good quality. Looks like, I've never done one of these, and we've not even bothered checking, to be fair. So we've got, that's the fuel filler neck. That's the overflow for the filler neck. A few bolt holes here. And I'm pretty sure that's the return line, because this is the, is that the top or the bottom? I don't know which it is, to be fair. I think that's the top, actually. So, yeah, it'll look quite nice under there, to be fair. I didn't really do anything to it. So, first step is going to be to drain it out, which I believe should be, just rotate this over. There's a drain bolt here. So hopefully that is on the other tank as well. So that's the fuel tank out. That was a complete... What was it like, Matt?
Am I allowed to swear?
No.
Oh, it was absolutely fine.
Yeah, nice easy job. Yeah, it certainly didn't mean that we had to cut half the bolts out or anything like that. And it definitely didn't have 40 litres worth of diesel still in it that I forgot about. So Matt's just under there, and he's just going to give it a little clean up.
Yeah, the dirty job's for me.
Dirty job for Matt. And I'm sure if you watch that time lapse, you might think that Matt did all that work, but I gave him motivational support.
Probably be right.
And I managed to pour petrol everywhere out of another can and then do some angle grinding next to it.
It's mostly in my left armpit.
Yeah, so at least he's not complaining about it. Matt's just going to clean it up. We'll do a bit of stone chip on there. This is the tank. As I say, there wasn't really anything wrong with it, but we've got the opportunity to put a nice new one in it. So I'm going to swap over the fuel sender unit. There we go. Lovely tank. So I'll put the fuel sender unit in it, and we'll stone chip it under there, put some new bolts in, and off we go. Right, so that's all nice and tidy under there. So we've just, well, I haven't. Matt's given it a really good clean and a wire brush just to clean all the crap underneath it. And as he's pointed out, the old self-leveling shock ball joint's knackered now as well. So that's all ready just for the new tank to go in. So we're going to go and put that back in. Right, so that's the new fuel tank in, as you can see. Looks very good. Quite happy with how that's come out. So I'll just talk you through the procedure just to replace it, just because I didn't really do it. We just did a time lapse. So this isn't essential, but I found it easier. Just remove the A-frame for the tow bar, which is only one bolt there, one bolt there, and then just those two lower bolts there and there. So do that, and then you've got your filler neck here. So that's just those two Jubilee clips, and then just slide the pipe up. And you've also got an overflow for the filler neck. Again, just under the Jubilee clip. Might not even have one, slide it up. Then round this side, which you probably can't see, but I'll try and get you to be able to see it, is you've got your fuel line there and your connectors. So that's 3 spade connectors and one fuel line. Just disconnect that, leave the fuel sender in it. You can take that out afterwards. And then once you've done that, you've got 3 bolts, well 3 nuts here. They should be on studs. This one actually spun, so we've fitted a new one. And then you've got 2 up here, 1, 2. And then you've got this, which is your return fuel line. You may or may not have that. This one did. For this, it should have sleeved rubber bushes, but we've actually used some polyurethane bushes we had lying around, which will do the same job, and double nutted it again so it can't go anywhere. So it's nice and solid, not going anywhere. They're actually bushes for the top of a shock absorber for a TD5 Defender, or any Land Rover for that matter. We just cut them down the middle with a saw, washer, nuts and bolts, and that's in solid. And that's your drain point here, so when you need to drain it, so jack it up. We've had it tilted slightly this way just to drain it. So now all we've got to do is refill it and possibly bleed the diesel system, then off we go. This is completely safe, so we're using a fuel pump and somehow attached to a battery. And we've got, what's that, what do you reckon, 35 litres? Yeah, about 35 litres. Let's see how that goes. Probably going to take about 20 minutes. It's going down quite quick, isn't it? Oh yeah, it is actually. It's making good progress. So that's the whole job done now. So it's literally just going to be time for a test drive. It looks a lot better under there. This is the old one. I don't know if you'll be able to see anything in it. It had a little bit of sludge in it. No, you can't really see in there, I don't think. Yeah, let's try going there. Matt, have you got a torch? Hang on, we'll torch it. I'm going to get my slave to come and help. Shh, you didn't hear anything. Let's have a look and see how bad that fuel tank was. In between getting covered in diesel, we didn't really look too much in it.
You didn't get covered in diesel.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look too good actually. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the tank, it just needs a good clean. Yeah. No.
I need a good clean.
You do need a good clean. Yeah, not the greatest, so I'm glad we did that. Yeah, basically. So thank you very much to old Rimmerbros for helping me out with that new fuel tank. It's something I really wanted to do, and they've made it possible. If you do want one, please get in contact with them. I'll put the part number on there, so you guys can order yourselves one. Quality is brilliant. Really impressed with how it came out. Yeah, it's quite an affordable thing to do, and I think there's no better opportunity to do it right now than if you put a new tank in there. You can obviously put your new fuel lines, new clips, all that sort of stuff. It really neatens the underside of it up. And it's just a preventative measure as well. You don't want to get one rusting through and putting a hole through it, because a lot of these obviously are petrol and that. But yeah, so hopefully you'll see a nice video of me driving away in this thing now into the sunset. And then the next question is, are we putting a V8 in it?
Cut it out.
So there you go, so you can see on the road again, driving lovely. Really happy with that fuel tank and how it's come out. I realised I haven't given you guys any sort of driving videos from inside the cab. I just love it. I think it's just a fantastic vehicle. And I'm really happy with the fuel tank. It's something that I put off doing. I knew I should have flushed that old tank when I was doing the recommissioning. I didn't. And I think that had been giving me some sort of power issues because it was temporarily blocking the fuel filter. And I need to still replace the fuel filter, but I just wanted to run it a couple more times now. But yeah, no, really happy with it. Thank you so much to Rimmerbros, because they've really helped me out here. They made that tank at a price that I could afford to do it, in exchange for a bit of sponsorship. So please go and give them a bit of love. Really show them the love, and order yourselves a new fuel tank. Yeah, just over the moon bit here. We'll give it a little bit of a bootful as well. If Matt wants to pan round to the front and see how fast we are. Let's go. Give it a gas. There we go. Flat out, 30 miles an hour. Got to be a bit careful down these old country lanes though, because we're running probably 40-year-old tyres on this thing as well. But she absolutely flies along. I really couldn't be happy with how it's turned out. I started doing this in 2 years ago pretty much, this restoration, and the journey began, and the restoration took a year or so to complete, and I've been driving this around since June, sort of sometime around that sort of time. It's now September, but yeah, no, thank you very much for watching everyone. I really appreciate it. And yeah, stay tuned. Who knows, we might be putting a V8 back in this thing. Put a comment down below if you want to see a V8 in it, or if you like the old 3.5 turbo diesel. Thanks very much for watching, guys. See you later.